Alright guys, I'm out here at my truck. I'm gonna get into this repairing this problem with this vacuum canister, and I want to show you what I did to immediately eliminate the problem of not having any ventilation coming out of the dash, you know, out of these vents on the dashboard. What I did was I just I opened up this. Let's see if I can pop it open. I opened that up, and that's where that valve is in there. I'll show you in a minute. Let me get some snipperooskies. I'll show you what I did. And this, I mean, I currently have air flowing out of this, but it's also flowing out of the defrost, I believe. So I put this zip tie on here, keeping this in the open position, feeding so it's in the right position to actually get air to those vents on the dashboard. But I want to put this vacuum hose in here, and just a black hose on the back there. And really, I could, if I wanted to, I don't want to get into drilling. I'm going to do it the simple way they show online, but I want to show you that if I snip this line, that the vents will stop working on the dashboard. So let me get the truck started. Yeah. So I had issues with vacuum on this truck, and the guy actually said he smoke tested it and all that shit, but this seems to be a pretty common problem, and I can't believe that they didn't find it. Alright, so I just want to show you that this is blowing right here. See that? Now I'm going to snip this zip tie that I put in here. Pretty heavy motherfucker that I put in. Scissors, but all right. So I just snipped that, and you can see that there's no air blowing out of these vents anymore. It's totally coming out of the dashboard. I mean the defrost. And from what one of the somebody left a comment and said that it fails to the defrost position, which is, you know, obvious. That's what was happening. I couldn't get any air out of my vents here. So I'm going to show you how to get this. The first thing I need to do is show you this red hose that I need to connect to. And they're all in the same place, and it's a red hose. This is it. So I need to disconnect this. Bella, what the fuck's wrong with you? Anyways, I need to take this connector off here, pull this hose back through the engine compartment into the cab. But the first thing I want to do is disconnect this and hook the whole thing up supposedly there's a hose behind this right here. I don't think I need to actually take that out. Take this off, but maybe. Let me get a... So guys, supposedly this panel here just pops off. I'm gonna look under there and make sure before I break it. Alright, so I popped that off, and I need to take these screws out, these 4 screws, and that's going to give me access to this heater core and air conditioning, the cooling coils in here, and this right here. Let me get a light. Yeah. I gotta have a fan on, guys. I know some of you will probably bitch about the fucking noise, but it is what it is. Alright, so here we go. Yeah, see that white vacuum line and the black one? That black one's the one I need to get on. And I just need to cut that. And this says something on there. I want to see what that says at the top. It may be a filter. Ow! Now, in here on all of these Fords, there's a fuel reset button under here, and it's always on this side, at least for the ones that the trucks that I've had. If you get in an accident, and to eliminate the potential for fire, they have a button that you need to reset. It turns off the electric fuel pump, and I mean, just if you backed into a tree, it could set this thing off. So that's what that writing was. There's a reset button in here. I'm not going to spend any time looking for it. This is what I need. This black line right here. And I need to tie on to that. So let me go up here and I'm going to take my 5-foot hose and just snake it around. I don't know if that's going to work. So what I'm going to do right now is disconnect this. Yeah. And I'm going to hook my 5-foot hose up to this, run it around, put the T in, the check valve, the vacuum canister, and see if I can get air blowing out of those vents in the dashboard again. Let me get a couple of tools. Scoot. Whoa, I almost fucking lost that, Jackson. Alright, so I want to put this back on here. Get my hose. Bella, you crazy bitch. Scooby-Dooby-Dee. Skibooby-Dee-Dee. Wow, this is a little bit thicker, man. I gotta get this off. This is heavy line. It's the right size. It's 1/8 inch. but I got to get this boot off here. Hopefully I can get it off. I thought I ordered some more of these fittings. Okay, so I've got my, I'm gonna stick this in here. Tight son of a bitch. I'm gonna stick this back in here. I'm gonna take my line. I got a, this is 5 feet. I think it's gonna be enough to get me over there. I'm just snaking it through the most direct path I can find, because I don't want to go through, especially in my truck, what I need to do to open up that engine cover is a pain. So I want to get this hose in, make sure this thing's gonna work before I proceed. Dig it. See, that just goes down into the engine compartment. See that? And I just need to get through the firewall. But one other thing that I learned about these trucks is there's like a gasket up here that you're supposed to have in this thing. You could be getting some exhaust, some engine fumes coming into the cab if you don't have that gasket installed properly, but that's another day. So I'm gonna pull this as much as I can. It's connected to a manifold down there, a vacuum manifold. So I've got it over here. Let me get a little pad. Scooby-Dooby-Dee. Alright guys, so let's see what we got. So this, we want to be tying on to this black hose, and I'm not sure which one it is, you know, the one that goes down or the one that goes up. So I'm going to cut it right in the middle so I'm not shorting myself. Come on, baby. Fucking goddamn. Okay, so I need to get that connected to this. Let me see if I can lay this down and get a better shot, guys. Be patient. Okay, so what I need to do, that's not gonna work. So I'm gonna put it like this. what I need to do is, this is the vacuum line. This side, this black side goes to that red hose, which is this. And it's gonna be tough to get on this fucking hose, because man, this fucking hose is a lot smaller. It's not the right size, but we got it. Okay, so wait a second. This goes up here, guys. This is basically the red hose. Okay. Then I need a little piece to hook up to the box off of the T. And then this goes in here. This does not have a check valve installed in the canister itself, so I needed this other part. We're gonna put that there, and we're gonna hook this line up to this side. And we need to figure out which one of these hoses I hook up to. So let me start the truck up again and hook that hose up and see if I can get these vents to open up. I'll hear it when it activates that. Hooking this supply hose up to one of these fucking hoses and see which one works. You can hear it sucking. Let me try to make a spare type thing out of this. I don't have any more of these vacuum fittings. At least I don't think so. And I just heard it. I just heard it kick on. So that's the correct hose. And I got air blowing out of my dash vents. I got air blowing out of these vents now. So I'm hooked up to the right hose. And it works. So now it's just a matter of me putting it where it belongs. And the way this thing is designed is I gotta take this panel off up here. This panel's got these 4 screws. I think they're 10 millimeter or 8 something, I don't know. Whatever, these gotta come out. Alright guys, I'm gonna get these bolts out of here. I hope. This socket's a little fucked up. Time for some new stuff, guys. Once I get this finished, I need to clean my truck. Scooby-Dooby-Dee. Skibooby dee dee. Dee 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 dee. Yeah, this thing ain't working, Jack. I need a new one. It's a Craftsman. Go get yourself a new one. Yeah, fucking Johnny. Alright, guys. 4 hours have passed and I've got a socket now that I can take this out with. I'm hoping once I get this off that I can see where if there is a cabin filter in this truck, and see if I can pull it out and check it, see what it looks like. It should be somewhere on that heater core. Scooby. Yeah. So there's another vacuum valve there in the back. That's a white hose going to that. So I did put a piece of tape on the hose that I need to hook up to, and I don't know why I can't just drill a fucking hole over here. The way they show you to do this online is to take this bottom bolt out and run the vacuum hose through this hole. But I mean, damn, is it that hard to drill a fucking hole through here and put some electrician's putty around it? I don't think so. So Johnny's gonna go off on his own trail again. So this, if I took this off, this face plate here, this would expose the heater core and the cooling coil, and there could be a lot of shit in there, man. You know, it could be fucking jammed up. Let's see what size those are. They said these other ones on the side are hard to get to. So let's pull this off just for shits and giggles, man. See what the fuck's in there. I mean, I may have to vacuum that core out, this box. Scooby, Scooby. Ooh, there's one up there, way up there. That's gonna be a motherfucker to get off, Jackson. I think. I might not want to open this can of fucking worms today. There seems to be one way up there, and it looks like a Torx head on the top of this, and I don't know if there's a gasket in there. I probably don't want to fuck with that. I want to leave well enough alone at this point, you know. This is where my eyes really come into play. Well, they don't play. I can't see what the fuck I'm looking at. So I'm just going to put those two screws back in. I don't want to open up a can of fucking worms. I'm going to deal with this one fucking thing at a time, y'all. Put that back in. I don't think it's very dirty, to be honest with you, man. Okay. So this, what they want is for this to be like this. This gets mounted right up there on that screw that's in there. And then it's just a matter of disconnecting this hose here and hooking it up to the red hose coming from the engine compartment. But man, I really don't see a problem with drilling a fucking hole through there, because this is an issue getting this fucking thing off. I'd rather drill a hole and not take bolts out that are supposed to be there. You know what I'm saying, y'all? This thing's fucking buried in here. That's the problem. That's the problem, Bob. Scooby, Scooby Dooby Doo, Scooby Doo Doo. I just want to make sure I can drill a hole. It ain't gonna be a fucking big deal. So I think I can drill a hole right here, guys, and get in that engine compartment without fucking anything up. Go right through the insulation and leave those things up there. Just take this one bolt out. Just pull this one bolt out here on the top, and I'm going to drill a hole through the firewall here. And I've got some electrician's putty. I'm going to make it big enough so that the insulation wrapped around that red hose will be able to go in there through the hole, because it's an issue on this bolt hole. The bolt hole's too small, so you got to take the insulation off, and now you got a vacuum hose possibly could get worn. So let me get a drill and just pop a hole in there, man. Alright guys, I'm gonna give this a try. I'm trying it with this Unibit because I don't want to go through too far, but let me get this other bit installed on this drill, and I may be able to get it started. Just want to put a little bigger hole in the hole for that screw. This is where Johnny thinks he has a better idea. I gotta be careful with that. I have to be here. Okay, so I'm in the engine compartment. I'm going to stick a piece of wire in here and kind of direct it up that way. See if I can't get it get attached to that red hose. Alright guys, so I've got this little wire that I'm going to try to direct up towards that see if I can see it. Scooby. There's insulation on the other side of that firewall, and that's where the issue comes in. Let me get a light, see if I can see down in there. Hopefully I can. Scooby. I'm going to try to pull that panel open a little bit, get that thing in, the light in there. Okay, so I see the light. I see the light, guys. See it back there? That's what I need to get. Oh yeah, I see the wire. It's just a matter of me reaching in there, I think, and pulling it. Scooby. If I'm lucky, I'll get it. I see it. There. I got it. So let's see. Okay, so here's my red wire, my red hose, and it just, so I'm just going to tie this on here with some tape. Dooby-dooby-dee. I'm trying to pull that thing down. There's a little ridge on this line, and I'm hoping it's enough to keep this tape on, because I may have to put a pretty good tug on this fucking thing to get it to go. You might as well fucking tape it up good, guys, instead of not taping it up good and having to start all over again, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna make sure this motherfucker ain't gonna come apart. Yeah. Okay. Let me start pulling on that. Yeah, and I want to make sure that this line is not hitting the engine, laying on an exhaust manifold or anything. I'm going to pull as much of this hose into the engine compartment as I can get. And unfortunately, this fucking, oh, here it goes. Here we go. I thought that bracket was going to be in the way, but I should be able to pull it, man. Hopefully get that hose into this compartment. Scooby Dooby Dee. This is what the guy wanted to charge me $1,200 fucking dollars. You just can't trust some people, man. I don't know how they justify the shit in their minds. I'm sure this is all he was going to do. He wasn't going to tear this whole fucking dashboard apart to put that canister where it belongs. I don't know how they do it, how they can sleep at night, but you know, I'm a firm believer in you better learn how to do shit yourself in this fucking world lately. So let's pull this. Bada bing, bada boom, guys. So here's my, I'm gonna get some electrician's putty, stick it around that hole before I'm finished. But right now, all I need to do is disconnect this hose here. And hook this one up, and it should work, Jackson. Gonna cut this. I'm gonna stick this on here. I'm gonna back it up with some tape, and then I'm just gonna put this on here. And that should be a done deal, guys. It's just a matter of buttoning it up. Let's turn this beast back on. Make sure I don't have anything that's gonna get caught in this. I think drilling the hole is a better idea than taking bolts out of a front end, you know, the truck. So that's just me. I do want to look back there. Okay, so I'm gonna turn this off. Oh, where are my goddamn keys, y'all? Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. So through that hole, I do have that insulation on the vacuum line, which should be sufficient for the hole that I sent it through. but just to be not so that I'm not sucking air in through the engine from the engine compartment into the cab. All right, guys. So I want to show you. Got no air coming out of these vents right now, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to shift it. Tough spot. I need 2 hands, man. So I'm going to shift it to vent. See it moving. Just shifted it to max AC, and you can see that it's blowing. So I fixed it. It's just a matter now of mounting that bracket. I will be able to pull that one bolt out and stick it right back in, so I'm not eliminating any of the shit up there. I can close up that access panel up on the top, which if you don't have the time, or one day these vents, these dashboard vents go out, that's the easiest way to fix it. You could pull over on the side of the road, pull that actuator and zip tie it, and that'll give you enough time. It'll get you through until you order the parts to fix it the right way. And it may, you know, if you're having issues with vacuum in your truck, that check valve, maybe that has something to do with it. I mean, this canister. So, let me see. It's blowing good in here, man. The air is cold. I do want to put a gauge on that out there. So this is basically done. I just need to get up here and pull this bolt out. I'm not going to be able to get that one out without a fucking ratchet. I ain't talking about my fucking old girlfriend. Ratchet bitch. Old ratchet bitch. Kidding, man. Take it easy, motherfucker. That might be the one between that and this. Guys always ask, well, what size was that socket? And my answer to all of those stupid questions is the fucking one that fits, guys. The fuck, I got enough to think about. Don't mind fucking ratchet size. Come on. So this ratchet's fucked up too. It's too late to apologize. God, nothing lasts, man. Nothing lasts. Alright, guys, so it took me 3 hours to get that screw out with a broken socket or ratchet. I'm gonna try to put it back in now. I definitely am gonna need an extension. Hang on. Scooby-Dooby-Dee. Scooby-Dooby-Dee. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. There, you fucking whore. The hole is too small for this bolt. So I'm gonna drill it out. I've got my drill here. Yeah. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bing, 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 boom. Get down there, baby. Get down there like that, like so. Come on, you old blind fucking coot. Get it in the hole, man. Fucking sun's shining right in my goddamn eyes down here. It's like the sun always finds you, man. This is a God-forsaken place, guys. I'm telling you. The mojo's bad down here, man. This is purgatory. Okay. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Okay, so that's good. I'm gonna pull this down a little bit because that little tapping noise will drive Johnny Boy crazy. I'm gonna tape up these joints. Yeah. It's too late to apologize. It's too late. Oh. Just a little extra added precaution here. Yep, that hurt. Yeah, that hurt. Okay, that one I know these aren't going anywhere. The one that I am concerned about is this one up here. Yeah. Okay. So I just want to stuff this up here. Basically making sure nothing's kinked. May put a little zip tie on that there, or maybe tape it. What I'm going to do is the other end of that hose that I cut, I'm just going to put a piece of tape over the end of that. I don't know where the fuck it goes, but I just want to seal it up, man. No big fucking deal. Okay. Let me check it one more time, make sure she's working. Alright guys, let's see where that fucking hose goes through. I gotta get some putty for that. Alright guys, so I can't find my electrician's putty, which it doesn't fucking surprise me, but there's the hole I'm trying to get to. And I'm just gonna put regular fucking plumber's putty around it. Fucking better than nothing. I mean, it really doesn't need to be done, but that's it, man. I sealed up the hole coming through the firewall or the engine wall, and it's working. So this is a done deal. One thing I want to do before I let you go, I'm gonna shut this door. It's too late to apologize. It's too late. I like that song, man. Whoa, whoa. So I gotta save that boot. So what I want to do is get this fired up again. Check the pressure on that AC system. Yeah. Good, man. It really hasn't lost any pressure. Let me gas this thing, get it running, get some sweat on that pipe. Alright guys, so I've got a little more. I mean, I think we dropped a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and put the rest of this can in. But it's blowing ice cold in there. It's fucking working good. Not cycling. And it's been, you know, probably 10 days or so, I don't know, since I fixed it. But this is nice and cold, so I know the shit's going in there. I don't know if they sell this refrigerant with a leak stop, but it's probably worth it to put it in there, or
Somebody will say, that's the fucking worst thing you could do, you fucking dummy. Sweating real good here, you can see on the low side. I can tell you that it's cold in the truck. I'm gonna let that run for another couple of minutes, and I'm done, man. Johnny's done, Jack. And it's nice in here, I gotta say. I don't know. It feels like there's more air coming out of these vents now. It may have been that even when I did that up there on the top, zip tying that air was still getting by through the defrost, and seems to be working good. My lucky numbers 13, 13, two of them 13, 13. That's telling me everything's gonna be all right. Feels good. Oh baby. My fucking hair's blowing in the fucking wind. Yeah. Wake the fuck up, Johnny. Johnny has taken a mental beating over the last decade. Cheers, guys. We fixed a couple of things, fairly cheap. My air conditioning's working, my vent's working. The air conditioning, the guy wanted $3,500 to fix it. The fucking vacuum canister, $1,200. That's $4,700. I fixed this shit myself for maybe $125, if that. $50 for all the shit that I just put in, the hose and the canister. So I'm a firm believer in learning how to do shit yourself. YouTube is just a great fucking tool. I watched at least 3 or 4 videos and they all do the same thing. They see one guy do it. I did it a little different than they were showing. That's just how I am, man. Johnny ain't no follower, Jackson. I'm a motherfucking leader, Jack. Leader of the pack, boys! A general. Alright, guys, I gotta put these panels back in. I can find them. I'm gonna clean my truck today, boys. Yeah. Yeah. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Thank you, YouTube, for showing me the way. I appreciate you. That's not it. That's not it. This is how Johnny does it. That's not it either. Son of a bitch. That's it. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 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 I should have put the bottom in first, guys. Okay. That's it. That's all she wrote. Johnny's back in business. I gotta go, I want to take it sort of right around the block. And see if they're doing anything down there on that house. It's gonna be interesting videos, guys. So I got this cover back here. I looked in there to see if there's anything crazy going on, like mice or a Mikey Pipes camera. It's all good. Let's go for a little cruise, man. The fucking AC blasting. Jackson. Somebody better be down there working. That's all I'm saying. He needs to tighten up his schedule, or it's gonna take a fucking year to build that house, man. Once the framing's up, it goes quick. So I got my on the side. I fixed that. My air conditioning is fucking blowing, baby. Put my dash back together. I think I'm gonna take the shit off of my dashboard, guys. This is a big move, man. You know, I think if you have shit all over your dashboard, you're probably gonna have a shitty day. So Johnny's got to make a positive change. Pooh. Wow, that shit's blowing, Jack. I got a low branch in this fucking driveway. And what you see all my garbage. You know, I had tint on these windows, and it definitely makes a difference down here in Florida, but it got all it needed to be replaced, so I took it all off. Or actually I paid a guy to do it, and it used to be cheap, you know, but he wanted, for these two side windows, he wanted almost $200 fucking dollars, and I was like, you know, it used to be $69, man. You get your fucking car tinted, you know. So here I sit with no tint. A lot of shit going on here in Malik Circle. Boys are out there, man. I don't see no plumbing. Oh yeah, the plumbing's going in, man. I'm gonna see if these guys will let me. If this is Patriot Plumbing, Pipe Dream Plumbing, engineering and testing. He must have just came out here and shot the septic. I'm gonna see if these guys will let me videotape them. All right, guys. So this guy, they're putting the plumbing in. They're out here in the fucking sun. There ain't a tree on this fucking lot. There's no shade where the plumbing is. They spray out their lines. That's how I used to do it. And they got a guy on a little track hoe. That's the size I had, like a 15. And it's about noon time. This place is on a septic tank. And they got his and her bathrooms in here. This must be a real close couple, huh? They got his and hers bathrooms. Funny, man. So there's going to be an invert where they need to shoot that, make sure it's right, and they can't get an inspection until the surveyor shoots that and says it's in the right place. Anyways. How long you been doing this, brother?
Going to 3 years.
3 years. How old are you?
22.
There you go. See, there's always these guys saying no young guys are coming into the trade. How old are you guys?
39.
39. How old are you, my friend?
I'll be 49 this year.
Yeah, I'm 60. 61, actually. But I did new construction. I worked down in Northport. Did a lot of work down there for holiday builders and all that shit. But I got hit with leukemia, man. Yeah. Be careful, guys, out here with what you're exposing yourself to.
Absolutely.
The fucking glue and primer, all that shit, man. It's fucking dangerous, man. It took me out, almost killed me, man. What size is that, a 15 or a 17? 16?
Yeah, it's a TV 216.
Yeah, do the tracks go in and out?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's beautiful. That's what I had, man.
Yeah.
Same machine.
Yeah, it's been a good one.
You can't beat them. I used to have a bunch of those teramites, you know?
Yeah.
That fucking thing, when I got one of these, it was like, that thing was like a dinosaur compared to these, you know?
I don't know how much these things are now, but this was like 25 grand.
I bought mine brand spanking new in 04, and it was 25 out the door.
Yeah. Ain't bad.
No, it's worth its weight in gold.
Yeah.
Fucking best. Are you the boss?
No.
The best employee? I don't mean to, you know, shun you guys, but a machine is the best employee you can get.
Oh, really?
They don't bitch. They work fucking,
And
you know.
I'm getting too old to handle this shit. I ain't doing
Hey, man, I work for a guy. I went to work for him, and he threw me a blueprint on a fucking big house like this. And he sends me out to rough it in myself, you know, in the middle of fucking summer, no tractor. I got back there, man, the end of the day, I said, listen, brother, my name's John, but it ain't fucking John Deere. You either get me a fucking tractor, or I'm down the fucking road, pal. And sure enough, he bought a brand new Terramite, and it just makes life easy for you, you know.
This is too hot to be handled.
How's the heat? The heat seem like it's getting hotter to you? Ain't no fuck.
I think it's not really, no.
Well, I know, it may be my age, man, but I'll tell you what, there's no fucking way I could be out here. And
It's hot, especially when you don't, like, you know, new construction slowed down. So at one time we were doing 4 or 5 rough-ins a week, and
Yeah,
now
yeah.
it's like 1 or 2 a month.
wow.
So that's kind of rough when you're not used. When you're doing it every day, it's
You're
easier.
seasoned. You're in shape. You're in fight ready.
Yep.
Now you're fucking coming off the bench. You're like, what the fuck?
And then
You guys got plenty of water and shit
We
to
do.
drink?
We do. And if we
What
have
time you
to,
guys knock off for lunch, man?
We don't.
You work straight through. That's how I was. I was gonna buy you guys lunch.
That's awful nice of you, but I don't think I could eat in this weather.
No, I know, man.
And if I
It
take a
fucking
break,
slow
I
you
can go to
down.
shit.
It kills you, man.
Yep.
Nice to see this young guy working, man.
Yeah, he's only 22.
Yeah. Hey, I got out of the Navy and I started plumbing, and I made the decision that I wasn't gonna, you know, jump around doing different shit, and it paid off, man. I've been in business now for 29 years and hanging in there. I like you see you got that small bucket. That's what I had.
I wish it was just a little bit better. He was trying to get I think that's a 12-inch bucket. He was trying to get a 14-inch bucket, which would have been perfect for 4-inch.
Yeah, you get your feet. Yeah.
But they were back ordered or something, so he said fuck it and just took the 12-inch.
I see guys out here with these 2-foot buckets, and I'm like, dude, you know how much extra work you're fucking doing at the end of the year? Yeah. Digging waters and sewers. So what's the invert on this thing that you need to be at coming out of the house? 18?
There's a sink way back there. We're gonna have to run it in 3-inch, so we got enough room.
Wow.
Yeah.
I know. I looked at the print. That's a bar sink, and I was thinking about the hot water to that. They'd be much better off with a point of use fucking hot water heater. You know, so because it's so far from everything, and I don't know if you need to put a recirc in this house.
But it's a fucking little bar sink.
They're never going to use it. That's why I'm thinking a point of use in the cabinet. What the fuck? That would be the smart. Even a little fucking Insta-Hot would work.
Yep.
I mean, how often you think they're going to use that fucking thing? Never.
Hardly ever.
Never. Well, you guys, man, stay safe, brothers.
Yeah, you too, man.
Nice meeting you. So have you guys worked for anybody else, like Patriot Plumbing, them guys down there? What the fuck was that other guy's name? J.C. Little?
No, he's out of business. They're all out of business.
They all went, I mean, they retired. I know J.C. Little, he probably just retired.
He sold out to Bates Plumbing. Now he works for them.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, the guy that owns this company used to work for J.C. back in the day.
Wow. There's only a handful of us around here doing it. We go from place to place or do your own thing, you know.
Well, like this is ridiculous to me because we're at a
I talked to the guy. I said, hey, you know, I thought it would be good. I live on this street. I've been watching this, and I think I'm going to follow it through with the video. So if you guys want to check it out, John Phillips Plumbing, YouTube. And I'll post this today, man. You'll be able to see yourselves out here, and then I'm going to do a walk after you guys are done. I'll show you, you know, I want to explain to guys what we're doing. You see how he's got his level attached to that 4-foot runner, and he's using that instead of a 4-foot level. He uses that to level this ditch 4 feet at a time, and then he can just come through and drop the pipe in. Everybody's got their own techniques. I can, you know, I was just grading ditches, you know what I mean? If you're not running out of space, fucking put a little more fall on it. I don't give a fuck, you know what I'm saying?
Gotta be exact.
Well, I mean, in this bathroom,
yeah.
well, exactly, for the showers, plus down there, they really bust your balls on a recessed shower.
Yeah.
Are these recessed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at least
They still make you put,
thing.
I know, there's 3 bathrooms right here.
3.5.
Wow. Somebody's got a fucking bladder problem.
Right.
That's what we were talking about. Why you need them all on the same side?
Somebody's got fucking IBS, irritable bowel syndrome. That's what I have. I got to get out of here before I shit my pants. See you guys later, man. Fucking love these guys, man. My homies. They know the deal. They know the motherfucking deal. Guys, see these lines? When they pin a house, that's what the pin is. And that's telling you, that's where the corner of this fucking house is. That's the pin. These are called batter boards, and that's what you square this house up with. You got batter boards over there on that corner, and another pin, and they pin the 4 corners of the house. And that's on the whatchamacallit, on the surveyor, man. I did one house one time. The house was like 6 inches out of square. Somebody fucked up. And I was looking at one of the lines he had on there. It looked wrong to me, the way it was. I didn't want to say anything, but if it's a block wall, you want to make sure that you're adding to that block wall the furring, the buildup, its insulation, and furring. But we'll see. good guys just out here getting it, but they're coming from a long ways away. They probably didn't get here till 8:30. It's noontime now, and they're almost, I don't know if they'll finish it today, but anyways, I'm glad I got to see that. The footers weren't dug, so that means the guys, when they come out to dig the footers, they're gonna have to be very careful of the so I got the county at my house. I think I might be, we're getting low on batteries, guys. How's it going, my friend?
Good, man. How you doing? Check out what I got for you.
A new meter?
This is the new E-Series. These are all digital.
Wow, let me see if I have